A gulf of trouble. Trump administration sued over press freedom. The Associated Press, or AP, filed a lawsuit on February 21, 2025 against 3 top Trump administration officials. The defendants are Susan Wiles, Chief of Staff, Taylor Budowich, Deputy Chief of Staff, and Caroline Leavitt, Press Secretary. The lawsuit centers on a dispute over the name of the Gulf of Mexico. The Trump administration has demanded that all media outlets refer to it as the Gulf of America. The AP, along with several other major news organizations, refused to comply with this directive. They argue that it is an infringement on their First Amendment rights. The First Amendment guarantees freedom of the press. This means that the government cannot dictate what the press can and cannot publish. The lawsuit alleges that the Trump administration retaliated against the AP for its refusal to use the new name. 10 days before the lawsuit, AP journalists were barred from attending White House press events. They were also excluded from events held at Mar-a-Lago, the president's private club in Florida. This case has sparked outrage from press freedom advocates. They see it as part of a larger pattern of attacks on the media by the Trump administration. The lawsuit is still pending, but it has already raised important questions about the future of press freedom in the United States. The outcome of this case could have a profound impact on the relationship between the government and the press for years to come. The First Amendment under fire. APs stand for editorial independence. The AP's lawsuit argues that the Trump administration's actions violate the First Amendment in 2 ways. First, they say it is a form of censorship. By barring the AP from events and press briefings, the administration is trying to prevent the organization from doing its job. Journalists rely on access to government officials and events to gather information and report the news. Second, the AP argues that the administration is engaging in viewpoint discrimination. This means that the government is targeting the AP because of its editorial decisions. The AP says it refused to use the name Gulf of America because it is inaccurate and politically motivated. The administration has not provided any justification for the name change. The AP maintains that it has a right to make its own editorial decisions, free from government interference. The AP Style Book, which is used by news organizations around the world, is a set of guidelines for journalists on grammar, usage, and style. It is designed to promote consistency and accuracy in reporting. The AP argues that the government has no right to dictate what is included in the Style Book. The AP's lawsuit is a crucial test of the First Amendment. If the administration is successful in this case, it could have a chilling effect on press freedom in the United States. A chilling effect: the consequences of controlling the narrative. The Trump administration's actions against the AP have already had a chilling effect on other media outlets. Some news organizations, fearing similar retaliation, have begun to self-censor. They are reluctant to publish stories that might anger the administration. This self-censorship is a serious threat to a free press. When journalists are afraid to report the truth, the public is left in the dark. The administration's actions also undermine public trust in the media. When the government labels accurate reporting as fake news, it sows doubt in the minds of citizens. This makes it more difficult for journalists to hold the powerful accountable. The free press plays a vital role in a democracy. The Founding Fathers understood the importance of a free press. They knew that a government without accountability is a government that can easily become corrupt. That is why they enshrined the freedom of the press in the First Amendment. Defending democracy: why a free press matters now more than ever. The AP's lawsuit is about more than just the name of a body of water. It is about the fundamental right of a free press to hold the powerful accountable. It is about the right of the public to be informed even when the news is uncomfortable. When the government controls the flow of information, it can control the narrative. It can decide what the public knows and doesn't know. This is a dangerous power, and it is one that the Trump administration has shown a willingness to abuse. The AP's lawsuit is a fight for the soul of American democracy. It is a fight that we must all be prepared to join. The outcome of this case will have far-reaching consequences. It is essential that the courts uphold the First Amendment and protect the right of the press to report freely and without fear of reprisal.